Welcome to the PrinceOnyx Network.
Peace and light, family. What's going on? It's your good guy here, PrinceOnyx. I know I have been away for a little bit, but child, look, life happened once again, like it's always happening. But I'm back to give you guys some really good content, give you guys some videos, some food for thought, things of that nature. You know, we all ate yesterday for those of us who, were a part of Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, Thanks-taking, whatever you want to call that day, or, Happy Indigenous Day, whatever day you want to call it. We were all eating, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us still have a lot of leftovers. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the topic of Megan Thee Stallion, shall we? So, first things first, does anybody aside from myself think that she may possibly have a overconsumption of alcohol or an alcoholic type of problem? And has anybody else noticed the over promotion and just the promoting of alcoholism and the whole drive the boat culture? Is it just me, or does anybody else realize that? So I just wanted to start there. And again, this video is not to tear Megan down in any way, shape, or form. I'm actually a fan of hers. I like her music, I like what she stands for, and that's that on that. Actually, I'm going to be making quite a few videos about the whole Megan Thee Stallion topic, talking about this with the whole alcoholism, potential possible alcohol issues, and as well as what's been going on with her, Kelsey, Tori, and that whole situation, because, whew, my God, that's a whole other conversation. But anyway, yes, can we talk about it? Because every time she's hanging out with somebody, be it a celebrity or when she was doing shows before the world got sick, it was always this drive the boat culture. And see, for her, with her being a celebrity, she can do stuff like that because she has security around her, so she doesn't have to worry about something happening to her, whereas most young women, especially black girls and black women, if they're together or with a group of friends at a party and they happen to, and one person or two people happen to get separated, they can't say the same. You know what I'm saying? They can't say the same as that, oh, okay, we got security, we'll be fine, or, we can look out for each other. Yeah, you can look out for each other, but you have to be aware that people, a lot of predators prey on people during parties, during social gatherings, situations like that. A lot of assaulters, prey on people, and it's really easy for them to slip something in your drink, and especially half the time bartenders be in on the stuff too. It's a whole culture, if you will, which we can't really say the R word nowadays, but it's that whole culture does exist. And so for people to say that it doesn't, it just goes to show that they're a mere part of the problem, because that's the same culture that will blame women for, oh, well, what were you wearing, and all of these other types of things, when it's like, it doesn't matter what anybody's wearing, man. Be ye man, woman, trans, trans woman, trans man, or non-binary. It shouldn't matter what they're wearing. The person should not have assaulted them. But anyways, that's getting off the topic. Back to Megan. So it's just, has anybody else noticed that? Seriously, it's just like this drive the boat culture, which then leads me further to ask, how has anybody paid attention to the fact that we do call alcohol spirits? There are some that are referred to spirits because when you drink enough, when you consume enough alcohol to the point where you are blackout drunk, or you are just drunk, tipsy, whatever the case is, not only are you lowering your physical guard, but mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, you're lowering those guards as well, which allows for low vibrational spirits. Tapping into that demon time segment, it allows for those low vibrational spirits to come in and take over the body. Because oftentimes, what are some of the main things that a drunk person always wants to do when they are just, they're beyond that point, they are smashed, they are shit-faced, they are, they're just they're fucked up. What do they want to do? They immediately want to fight, they get belligerent, they get loud, that liquid courage in them causes them to do things that in a sober mind, a sober state of being, with a sober tongue, they wouldn't do, they wouldn't say. And the reason why I bring up Megan is because the situation that happened a couple of weeks back with her and JT from the City Girls being at Cardi B's birthday party. So EJ, Megan's former hairstylist, he was there, and they hadn't spoken since he was fired, unfortunately, and since they had parted ways. And so he, was trying to talk to her, and because she had that liquid courage, she was getting in his face, getting all belligerent, this, that, and the third, as if she wanted to fight. And then JT jumped in too, trying to either it was like trying to break them up or come between them, but just really she was having Megan's back. And so it just really begs the question on, damn, what's happening there? And see, if people really, I know a lot of people are you still have a lot of people who are very anti-spiritual because they still think spirituality connects to religion when they are two totally separate things. There's a difference between someone being religious, like your mima or your auntie or your mom or your daddy or whatever the case is, and then there's a difference between being spiritual, which you will see more people being spiritual. A lot of people leaving the church just because they don't feel as close to God there. And mind you, I know I'm all over the place, but mind you, it's like Jesus, for those who read the Bible and really are a Bible thumper, or whatever you want to call it, a Bible enthusiastic, anyway, an enthusiastic person behind something that they get excited about. You would know that you would remember that Jesus was actually against the church because they were using God's name in vain to promote and sell, to benefit themselves, to promote and sell products that had nothing to do with God. But here they were telling you that, oh, if you drink this type of water, you'll be closer to God, or oh, I have holy water for sale, or oh, I have this. So I say that to say, people really got to understand that there is a difference between being religious and spiritual. Please know the difference. And so with that, with alcohol, I'm trying to remember it comes from an Arabic word. I'm trying to. And see, the problem is that, a lot of people don't really understand the spiritual consequences, because there's a consequence for any and everything that we do in the physical world, the metaphysical world, and the spiritual world, emotional, all of that. So people really don't understand when it comes to alcohol. And I myself have a nice glass or two of wine every now and again. I actually had to go on a 30-day cleanse myself a couple of months ago because I had a really bad incident where I drank way too much alcohol, and literally the next day I was so dehydrated, so just deprived of hydration, that I really couldn't operate and function. It was hard for me to get up out of bed, and I was really just going to the restroom and then coming back to my room, going to the restroom, coming back to my room. If I did go to the kitchen, I probably fix me maybe a sandwich or something to eat, but I was mainly just drinking so much water that day to rehydrate myself, just because I was so slapped. And so I was like, you know what, that's a problem. That is a problem leading towards alcoholism. So let me go on a cleanse for 30 days and work it out. I did, and I'm forever thankful for that. So now it's basically having more discipline. But anyways, getting back to what I was really trying to tell you guys about the whole the origin breakdown of the word alcohol and what it translates to in American terms, and go from there and kind of glide you guys towards the end of the video, because that's what you're here for. Anyway, you guys, I'm sorry I had to cut out a lot of stuff. You guys won't see it, of course, but I had to cut out a lot of crap, because I'm it was a lot of dead space of me looking it up, and I'm okay, wait, how do I get the pronunciation? Now I'm okay, wait, I remember this video that I have watched, so I'm gonna just play it back so that way I can understand. So bear with me, you guys, just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me, because it's crazy. But yes, so the etymology, meaning the root of the word of alcohol, let's go ahead and dive into that, shall we? So what it means, when we break it down, we're taking it back to the Arabic origins, the Arabic origin points, meaning it comes from alcohol, which means body-eating spirit, and that origin translates into ghoul. That origin of alcohol, it translates into body-eating spirit, which then translates into ghoul here in American terms, which is for a demon, a low vibrational energy who feeds off of dead bodies. Be ye physically or, you know, dead spiritually, whatever the case is. They're feeding off of dead carcasses, if you will. So again, you are inhibiting yourself when you overconsume alcohol, and especially right now with the times that we are facing, alcoholism rates rather, have gone through the roof, unfortunately. So that's why it's really imperative that people, you know, including Megan, take a break from social media, take a break from everything, try to go on an intermittent fast, try to like cleanse yourself, do a 30-day cleanse like I did of, no alcohol, and just purge all of that out of you. And of course with Megan, it's easier said than done because of the situation that she's in, because more so of the industry that she's in, and the fact that she doesn't really have anybody around her that she can really trust, not even her own team. You know, you have to look at it as, you know, her father is no longer here, her grandmother, and then on top of that, her mother, who both passed away in the same month, they're no longer here. So it's just really hard for her. Seriously, it's really hard for her. So alcohol for her may be her way of numbing the pain, but I'm praying that so sorry. I'm praying that her team can just get her some help, professional help, and it doesn't need to be in the eyes of the paparazzi or the media. Nobody needs to know. But if she just, you know, takes some time off to herself, especially now with the album being out, before she shoots another video, or maybe even after she shoots another video or so for the next single or whatever, just really take some time off. Really take some time off, because I want her to succeed. Her fans, you know, we all want her to succeed. But yeah, it's just like there has to be a better way for her to cope, because what I don't want is for the alcohol to inhibit her or screw her over in the long run, because we've seen too many artists who have died from drugs and or alcohol, especially in this industry where these managers, these record labels would rather keep these artists drugged up, doped up, or keep them as alcoholics, all while siphoning off the energy and very life force from them by way of their passion, be it music or acting or whatever the case is. Keep them doped up and out of such a sober sober mind state that they don't pay attention to contracts that they're signing. They don't pay attention to the moves that they're making. They don't pay attention to, you know, all types of shit, because all types of things, because the night of the incident with Tori and Megan and Kelsey and everything, you know, you could tell that everybody was most likely tipsy, drunk, whatever the case is, you know. But if there was no alcohol, or if it was a limit per se, things may have been different. You know what I'm saying? Things may have turned out differently. So where she didn't get injured and it was just a simple argument, you know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't have been such a fallout. But, you know, again, a lot of people don't want to tap into that whole thing about spirituality and talking about alcohol and just a lot of the things that we are doing. And I'm not, you know, I'm not guilty of participating in a lot of things that, you know, I shouldn't be participating in, as far as like, you know, over consuming alcohol, over consuming of maybe food, you know, gluttony, if you want to talk about the 7 deadly sins, over consuming of, I don't know, it's just over consuming things, because too much of a good thing or even too much of a bad thing can cause harm to you eventually. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video, for part 1 of my little Megan Thee Stallion saga, if you will. It'll be like some little cute titles for you guys, but hope you guys enjoy this video. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this whole topic and conversation. Did I go too deep for you guys? Did I go not deep enough? Would you guys like more of this type of talk from your guy, PrinceOnyx? Let me know in the comment section below, seriously, or hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. I was gonna say Tumblr, barely on there, hardly on there, child. That's a thing of the past. But hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, email me, whatever the case is, if you want to see more topics like this. And I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good rest of your holiday weekend. If you are shopping for Black Friday, be sure to shop black, you know, support black-owned businesses. If you guys want, I can put some links in the comment section down below for you guys to shop and, you know, support black-owned business, support small businesses, you know what I'm saying, because they are the true backbone of America, especially Black America. Okay, peace.
PrinceOnyx Network.